Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Your other host, Kyle McIntyre. Actually, is it official? I mean, it's been years. I don't think I can actually take that title. I have to take it from your cold, dead hands.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to make it official on a video podcast. This is going to be an audio-only one.
Yeah.
There's been some technical issues with Zoom that we fucking pay for. Whatever. I'm steaming, dude.
Livid.
Yeah.
Brian's throwing shit, actually, on his end. I saw him.
Just like a monkey, I'm just like throwing my own shit against the wall.
Yeah, literally shit. Yeah, good thing you painted those walls extra dark.
Extra dark. Dork. Yeah. I'm like, I'm fucking steaming, dude.
He was steaming.
$15 a fucking month.
I don't know if it's Zoom necessarily.
Well, I mean, we're recording now on Google Hangouts and no issues. So there's an audio issue where like Kyle's,
you know what? Good call.
Audio is
bouncing back.
Yeah, like a delay, like a 1 second.
It's like a half a second
delay. He's like, so anyways,
distracting.
Yeah. So anyways, I had this issue with Andrew Walsh when we were recording the Second Button podcast too. So he dealt with it the whole episode.
Oh man.
Kyle, you were testing it. You're like, I can't deal with this bullshit. And so we just like, all right, I got an idea. Let's try Hangouts. So anyways, so we're audio only. Sorry to YouTube. Some of those videos are cool and there are hits.
We'll still post it on there, but you don't get to see our dumbass faces,
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
We got some cool show and tell today.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But anyways, Kyle, what's shaking? What's grooving? What's new in your world besides Zoom fucking you up?
Well,
fucking up the Windows peeps. I think Mac is cool, but the Windows people.
Yeah. Well, okay. So came home the other day, and there was a note on my door that was like an official like city note, and those are not usually good sign.
Yeah.
So, Carrie, my wife, she called about, because there was like check marks, things that we had to fix on the property, I guess. Like there's not an HOA here, right?
Yeah.
But there's still like city regulations. And I guess my red truck was parked at like a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
So you can't have that.
Okay.
Like there are some pretty big problems with the world, I guess that's one of them.
I thought it was supposed to be fucking free in Texas, dude.
I know. Fuck, man.
Fucking California bullshit that you have to deal with, but I guess they can't deal with 45.
No, there's still a lot of that. Still a lot of that in California. So
45-degree angles, you can't deal with those?
Yeah, you have to be in the driveway. Or just like you can't in California, you can't park your car on the grass.
You thought you could do that in Texas?
Which I mean you can.
Well, I fucking thought I could, but not at 45 degrees.
They have to be like parallel to your driveway. So they have to be like at right angles, I guess, to the house or something.
Yeah.
So you park on the road, which would be, perpendicular or parallel to your house, or, but you can't do a 45. And I had it sitting there for like 3 months now, just kind of. So and I'd go out there and work on it.
You fix it, and then they write another note. Sorry, sir, your car is too much of a piece of shit for Texas.
Yeah, I bought it here. That's Texas plates.
Exactly. And he leaves a shotgun shell. Please take care of yourself.
You know what to do.
You know what to do, pal.
So, I moved it to the backyard, basically. That's all I did. Because, I mean,
out of sight, out of mind.
No, it's fine. They can't do anything in the backyard. So.
Yeah, I know.
But they also mentioned something about our fence, and I know you saw it when it was here. It's like leaning hardcore. It was like
I thought I was
got that gangster lean. So that's something they noticed when they were here too, like the code enforcement.
Yeah,
whatever they are, they're like, oh, your fence is leaning more than 70 degrees. Like, how did you check that? You like get a plumb bob out here and like check like
it was a fucking slow day in Marble Falls.
I know. Well, it's been months too. So like someone had called in about the truck, and so they came about the truck and they saw but so someone called.
So you thought you evaded these nasty neighbors
I know.
in San Diego, but they found you in Texas.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna get away from these people. Fuck,
they followed me.
I don't know how they found me, but they found me.
No, and who knows? Like, why? Who knew that was like a law or like a code thing? But whatever. There's another one. It's like your grass can't be more than 12 inches. I'm like, Jesus, 12 inches. That's like letting it really go. I have like certain patches like around like telephone poles that are getting there. Yeah, they're getting there. It's like we probably should handle that anyways.
They're taller than a basketball hoop.
You're dunking on it.
Yeah. Donkey.
No, I just don't, we were focusing more on the inside of the house. That's what, when Carrie called, she talked to someone and she's, we're focusing on renovating. We just bought the house. We're renovating, not renovating, I guess, but we're working on, small things on the inside, which is true. We're not lying. So like the fence.
There's no video. You're like rolling your eyes. Like, yeah. Wink. Double wink.
No, worked on the bathroom.
Put up this fucking rug,
got
dude.
Appliances. We were doing stuff, dude.
Did you see me frame this picture of myself?
Yeah, fuck, look at that thing, dude.
It does look good.
That's the
you are correct. That does look good.
Well, could you send proof that you're working on your house? Yeah. You sending that? Look at this shit.
You send a picture of yourself holding the portrait of yourself, and they're like, damn.
Looking the same way.
Yeah, they're like, damn, that is pretty good. Can we send you a tax credit?
Yeah. In fact, we're going to give you the name of the person who called in. Go kick their ass.
I'm going to kick some ass. Reward. Yeah, to beat their ass. Here's their address and list of fears.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. So that was it was good.
Yeah.
It was good getting that because it's like, okay, fine. So the fence, dude, I did my, I've wanted to work on the fence for a while, but I'm like looking at the cost and stuff and like the time and anyway, so I literally did like my old school trick I did in San Diego where the fence was falling over there too.
Yeah.
And I just like screwed in like a 2x4 section, like maybe 4 inches long, screwed it into the post and then put another like 2x4 underneath that and just pushed it back over, walked it over until, I got like 4 of them up and boom, it's almost like completely straight up and down now. So I'm like, perfect.
All right.
Yeah, so
right
buying some time.
Yeah. You didn't fix it. You just bought some. But we got
because I'm gonna need to get concrete, dude. It's gonna be kind of a big job because I'm gonna have to, I want to flip all the panels around.
Why don't you just take the whole thing? Okay. Well, this is now me just talking. Why don't you get the whole fucking thing down and put all the new ones up?
Yeah, let me just do that.
Chain link fence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll be really good.
What's the matter with that?
Then I don't want a chain link fence.
Why?
Because then everyone can see inside my backyard.
What the hell are you doing back there?
Whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. What do you fucking Bam Margera, dude?
Yeah.
You and your uncle over there?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
My uncle, which one?
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just flip all the panels so that the pretty side is out, because I don't know why they flipped it. It's like on the front of the house, like the pretty side is out toward the street, but then the other street that we are cornered on, that's like the ugly side's out. I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? Why did you do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
They probably put one panel up and fuck. Anyways,
fuck.
We made our bed, so let's go. Let's lay in it.
We're consistent. Bullshit. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Figure that out. I did straighten the fence out too, right before this person stopped by with that note, but because the fence was laying out, and I did square that up.
Would you get a firm talking to or something like that?
Huh?
I said, would you give it a firm talking to?
Yeah. You better straighten up.
Yeah,
straighten up and fly
don't
right.
Talk back.
Yeah. No, so it was sagging like the rest of the fence. So, but
why don't you pull up your pants and walk?
Yeah. So we got a little slap it on the wrist for acting like shitheads, I guess. But
I mean, it's all that foolishness.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the rest of the list and see what else like not to do.
What do you got, a laundry list or something?
No, they only ticked two things off, which was the truck and the fence. But I'm like, I saw some like excessive trash. I was like, wait, so you can have trash outside your house, but it just can't be excessive? All right, well we could
Luckily
push
they didn't see the backyard.
Here. Yeah,
they can't deal with that fucking foolishness in Texas. No.
We inherited
excessive foolishness.
Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
They're like, what the? You look at the ticket, excessive foolishness. Like, fuck, damn, they got me. You don't even argue it. They got me. I don't know how they got me.
We gotta move.
We're on the lam again.
Yeah, so that was really not a huge ordeal. I just thought it was kind of funny.
It is funny. Yeah.
It's like, really? All right.
Carrie's like, help.
Well, it's like we're on a corner, so like you'd think that you could maybe I'll make it a driveway, and then it's like a rounded driveway, like a little slice out of the, It's like, then what are you gonna do now?
Well, make the whole thing
in the driveway. Yeah, just concrete it in.
And so they don't know where the corner actually starts and ends, so they just drive into your property.
It's cutting through as a shortcut,
like it's Mario Kart or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
It's silly, yeah.
Anyway, so another thing that is kind of cool. My sister, she's an artist. I've talked about some of the things that she's made, like the picture behind me.
Yeah.
I've posted it before in the group, and anyway, she's a painter, right? Yeah. She paints things. She's doing a mural. Mm-hmm. Close to me, actually, at like another city or town, I should say, that's just across the river. Mm-hmm. And so I was helping her just grab supplies for that and kind of figure out what she needs to do. She's doing like a 70-foot long wall that's like 7 feet tall, so nothing huge, but went to like a hardware store. They're footing the bill on all the supplies and everything for her.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. So we just go pick out things that she needs to, be successful and create it, create the mural that she's doing.
Like 20 cases of Lone Star. Put that on the bill.
Yeah. Hardware stores carry fucking beer. This isn't the 30s.
20 DiGiorno's.
I'll take that Thompson machine gun also on the wall back there. So,
yeah. You're like,
but
like 3 cars worth of gas every day.
3 cars worth. You're just filling up drums.
You go out of your way to like drive each vehicle to like fill it up.
It's like, this is diesel.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut your ass up. Oh.
So, we went to the site. It's kind of cool. It's just like it's a small town. It's a little tiny town. She's painting like the community center wall. So should be cool. She asked me to paint and stuff. I'm like, no, like prime, like roll primer. I'm like, no,
nah, we're good.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah, although I'm your brother and I love you, no,
not that much.
Yeah,
not to like pick up a roller. Painting sucks dick, legit.
Oh man,
like painting my tiny ass Cracker Jack box room here. That was tough. That sucked.
Yeah, looks good though. Did a good job.
Thank you. That's I'm sure you
flip me off still. Shut the fuck up.
I got something for you, pal. I'm sure you're like debating, like, oh, should I paint any of the rooms in my house? Nah, white's good.
Not me. Yeah. What I'm noticing in the house, I'm changing out like bulbs and stuff, like from the incandescent, or they had the CFLs that they had in there, and the walls LEDs are like pink. Yeah, the walls are like pink in here. Well, not necessarily in this room. Maybe they don't look like it.
It's like each room is different the more that you're seeing the full light, right?
Yeah, and it might be the light because some of the lights are a little bluish, right? But the bathroom, since I changed out that fixture in there, it looks really pink.
Might be the Miku poster.
Damn, you're right. I need to get rid of that thing.
No, move her somewhere else. You got to frame her.
You should have taken it with you.
No,
folded it up.
You leave it there. That's the spot there.
Yeah. Now I'll probably move that. I need to get rid of it. I need to put that somewhere else.
I put it in a frame so you can easily. I'm saying is move it to random rooms. You have a guest in the back room, like, oh, here, let me fix your
Put
room.
it above your bed.
Let me fix this for you. You're saying like your sister has stayed at your place before, and you're like, oh, here's some, here's a pillow, here's a blanket. Oh, hold on, let me set something up for you. Hold on, real quick. Boom, here you go. You sit right above the bed. Like, here you go.
Here you go.
All right,
this will help you sleep at night.
Sleep tight.
Yeah. Well, like I think I sent you a video that I had also sent my mom originally. And so I was like showing the bathroom, oh, I did this. And then I'm like, I got to like the poster. I'm like,
that's a joke.
It's already in the scene. That's a joke.
Anyways, could have changed it or just not shown the poster.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, fuck it. One shot, one take, Kyle.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a joke.
That's a joke, Mom. Don't ask me about it.
Don't at me.
You don't want to be included in this.
Don't
joke.
talk to me or my son ever again.
What the fuck?
I'm playing Mario 64, and that's a meme where somebody just took like,
oh yeah,
we get to return the baby penguin to like the big penguin. At the end, at the bottom of the mountain or whatever.
Yeah, why?
And somebody just took off the text and just re-added. They added their own. Where it's like, don't talk to me or my son ever again.
I've seen that before.
Mario brings the penguin and he's like,
don't saved the penguin's life.
Yeah.
Reunited the family, and it's like, fuck you.
There's also the meme of Mario just taking the baby penguin because the worlds are like they have edges and then they go into just abyss and you just die. And like where you can walk the baby penguin to the edge and just whoop.
Throw it. Or you jump off with it.
Yeah. So you walk to the edge of the world, you have the baby penguin, and you just think, what the hell? I'll throw this thing off. You just throw and the world, I mean, the level doesn't end that you threw the fucker off. It's like, all right, carry on. Let's collect red coins now. Just poof.
It's pretty sick.
Mario time.
And you win.
Yeah.
That's an achievement. Neglectful parenting is the achievement that you get.
But yeah. Anyways, that's the
child abuse. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, she's doing that close by. I don't want to help her. I mean, I want to help her, but I don't want to help her. You know?
It's like, I'll get you supplies and just,
Yeah. Because there's so much, there's so much to painting.
Yeah, no, it sucks dick.
And like outdoor painting, it's like, well, you need to clean that wall down. You need to scrub it down. You need to spray it down. And it's like,
some TSP
are there hoses at this location?
Yeah.
No. Okay, well, we got to get fucking hoses then.
Yeah.
Do you have a brush to clean? Nope. We got to get like a scrubbing brush.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of work. Elbow grease.
She's got some time.
It's gonna build character for her.
Yeah.
You're like,
what are you, her dad?
You're like,
it'll build character.
You're like, I don't. You say that, but actually, I hope it does.
I hope it does. Yeah.
You need to scrub this on your own.
It's gonna be tough.
You basically just give her a bunch of like all the supplies. You dump it off, and you're like, you just drive off.
You just drift out of the parking lot.
Yeah, she's like
sending rocks everywhere.
You're like, she was like, you were my ride.
Yeah, well, I did my best.
You have your finger out into the window. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Where you're playing like some 70s rock or something like that. Jethro Tull.
Nothing.
Yeah, but it goes just like something. Just like a bully music.
You're burning rubber right there. You're slapping the side of your door. Woo!
Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, no, I guess that's really. I mean, we had a little bit of break the other day after I got off work a little early. Carrie was done with work, and we went for just a drive. I guess not. We went antiquing again. You know how we do.
Going to antique stores.
Yeah. So we found one on the weekend.
Antiquing is where somebody is sleeping and you take a bunch of flour and you
Yeah,
just
that's right.
handful, boosh, and throw it in their
that's
face,
right.
and they get it all in their eyes and nose and everything.
Why they call it antiquing?
Because I think it's like dust. It's like you're covered in dust now.
Oh, I see. Oh, that was like a Jackass thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it was a thing that somebody took. It's that early mid 2000s thing that like, I'm gonna copy what people do on TV. I guess that's what they do now, especially with these Gen Z with TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, we went to antique shopping.
Stores,
yeah. So we went to one on the weekend. It's weird. I've never done this before where the shop was closed, but they had furniture on the outside and the guy just leaves it out all night, and it was closed. I've never done this before.
Can you just take it or what?
You could, I guess, but I think he had cameras out because he had like on his door, like for after hours, text this number. So I was like, all right, we'll see how many, he had it listed like a little table, side table.
Yeah.
Really cool. It didn't look like an antique, right? It didn't look like, I should say, it didn't look like your standard antique side table, right? It was like a mid-century modern, whatever, who cares, right? It's like a clean lines, whatever.
More like a used kind of table.
It was used, but it still was old.
Not like
I want to say it was an antique, but it doesn't look like something that was pulled out of like a mine. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't have scroll work on it. It's not like anything, but it could be from like the 50s or 60s. That's kind of what I'm getting.
Okay,
at.
yeah.
So, he wanted $29 for it, right? So he texted me back, and he took Venmo. I'm like, all right. So I just sent him, I Venmo'd him. Yeah. No. I sent him the full price. It was like with tax.
That's
like,
how
this is with the tax.
Like, that's
negotiate. Well, I just
fucking
no problem, sir. Send it right over. $25.
You haggle his dick off, and you're just like $20.
I send him the 25.
You pick it up and leave.
He's got his cameras out in front of his like
thumb, like middle finger out. Fuck you. Suck it.
Basically, yeah. So he's like, because he had said, let me check the cameras and see what the price is. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you could like zoom in that much? I just took a picture of the tag and sent it to him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I think it's $39. I'm like, $29, dickhead. Boom. And so, anyways, paid the man, and we left. And then I texted him like, when's your shop open? Because I could look inside, and there was just like a bunch of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And you could only see so far because there was like cabinets and stuff. You couldn't see past it. And so
he's like, hey man, when's your shop open? He responds with a text of just like a finger to the camera. It's like, fuck you, bitch. I
made my money, bitch. I didn't have to be there.
I could pay my mortgage now.
You could have stolen that shit too, bitch.
You dumb fuck.
So I we went back when his store was open.
All right.
And we got a really cool event, like a vintage. Don't want to say it's antique. I guess it's vintage, like bread box. Because I've been having a little critter in the house, right? So I think I was telling you.
Oh yeah.
We had like a little mouse going around.
Yeah.
So we got the bread box, which we still have. It looks really cool. We'll find a spot for it. But we had bought like a brand new. Like we just got back from like the supermarket, and we set a loaf down and on the counter and went to bed.
Yeah.
And the next morning had chewed through like the bag. I'm like, motherfucker, this little mouse. So
you start just like beating the shit out of your cats. I'm like, did you eat my fucking bread?
I'm a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot.
Like I know cats don't like eating bread.
You're an idiot. You're like a Tasmanian devil whirlwind.
just domestically violent towards my kittens. That's the tirade. It's not like you don't throw things around. You don't make a tornado. You just beat the shit out of people.
It's so rude and terrible, but it's still making me laugh too much. It's terrible. This podcast is just for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, yeah. So You found there was a mouse. You had an intruder. And also, well, I mean, we say that and we want to reel it back, but those cats did nothing to fucking stop that goddamn
It's true. I was going to get to that. They're kittens, right?
But there's two of them.
They'll find a spider. I know there's two. They'll find a spider and just play with it until they fucking kill it, right?
They have no problem. Like, hey, there's a Sony A6400 camera. Let's fuck it up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They want to knock that thing down the first time.
Let's destroy these cables, and they knocked that camera over. Let's attack that non-threatening thing. Whereas, like a mouse, it's like,
whoa.
Well, I guess
I'll just be over here. You know, I'm gonna sleep through this whole ordeal. Let's move this party into a different room. I don't know what's going on in there.
Let them figure it out.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, the both of them are just like, they're going to figure their own thing out. And they probably are going to leave, I think.
Yeah.
They both just shrug. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
all right. So do you want to go find more cables to eat?
Yeah,
sure. Let's do it.
Dude. I have like these cables.
And they tear up the carpet. Let's go.
I have these cables that have like the shield, like the little, like the fabric on them.
Yeah.
Like the
braided.
And they've fucking destroyed one already. So I see like the under, it's still sheathed. It's not metal, right? Yeah. But I'm like, now it looks like shit.
That boy cat, he's one to watch out for. No, actually both of them. I lied.
Both of them, yeah. They see the cables like, ooh, yeah, I'm going to fuck that up.
He's like, oh, there's a closet there? Let me hide in there and just destroy everything.
Yeah, he loves to hide in that closet. I don't have a door for it either. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting off topic
those two knuckleheads, they did nothing to stop this mouse. No. But Kyle's on the case.
It had been for a while too. Like I had even found droppings like in my office. Like, he's walking on the table here.
Oh, that's bullshit. So, oh my God.
Fuck.
How are you not steaming?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm calm.
So,
I'm cool. Anyways,
I'm with it.
So they didn't do anything, but
the security patrol.
I had put out traps. And they never got tripped, right?
Yeah.
And I realized I was not setting them right.
Okay.
Like there was a metal piece, like, have you ever set a mouse trap before? No?
I think once.
You have the piece of wood, you pull the actual mechanism, and then you pull the little hook over and you snap it into place. I didn't realize I put it in like a spot that would have never tripped. Like I could have fucking juggled the damn thing and it wouldn't have tripped.
Okay.
So, probably should have read the instructions, but I found out where you put it. You put it on like there's a little tag. So these ones weren't they had like the plastic end that it looks like cheese or whatever. Which they say you don't have to bait these. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm baiting this anyways. If anything, they're going to go for whatever the smell of that plastic is. And then the peanut butter, which I was talking to your dad, by the way. You can slap him over the back of the head, by the way.
Slap him in the back of the bald head of his.
Yeah. just right on the back.
He's got a full fro.
Yeah, he does. You wouldn't.
All you would hear is just like, it's like slapping a bull. Oh, like, yeah. Just
like a stuffed animal.
Like a clown wig.
Yeah, I didn't know they made clown wigs in salt and pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a silver fox.
Yeah.
Sure. With his silver mutton chops to match.
Okay, sorry. So,
anyways, yeah, you were saying my dad, he was like,
I was talking to him on the phone.
Butter's not going to work.
Yeah, he's like, don't do peanut butter. No, they're just gonna lick all over the place and they'll just get it out. I'm like, okay, well,
they're too smart for that.
Yeah, well, this thing had the cheese, like the little cheese with the holes in it, like it was Swiss cheese. I just jammed it in there. I just took like the butter knife, which my wife was really pissed. I touched like the butter knife to which I understand now because I also went back in and got more peanut butter. So, and I had used this trap before. She's like, that is now a mouse peanut butter jar. I'm like,
yeah, you can't have humans eating that too.
Nah, it's fine. People have been using it for years. People live in coexisting with mice for years. Yeah, and they usually die.
It's like, yeah.
They usually get sick. Oh, yeah. The cause of all plagues, pretty much.
Was it the hantavirus or whatever it was?
Hantavirus. Yeah, that's like from piss and shit.
Yeah, the episode my dad was on. Go back to that. And he'd give you about the mice eating his avos.
Hantavirus. They give you hantavirus. It doesn't sound like that. So anyways, jammed it in there. And then I put it in a spot that was like on the counter, right? So the cats couldn't get to it because they can't jump that high yet. But I put it in this bottleneck. Basically, we had like literally there were bottles there.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid now they say it out loud. I put it in this bottleneck.
Next to bottles.
Because the bottles were there.
It was next. I put it in this bottle next. Because it was next
they were like
to bottle.
To go, like the to go, I had like my Yeti there. There was like a coffee cup that had been sitting there for weeks. So I'm like, okay, I'll put this right there. It will just walk through that area and not really, it does, everything's been there for a while.
Yeah,
so it'll feel comfortable.
Kyle McAllister over there.
Yeah.
This is my house and I have to protect it. Setting booby traps for the mouse.
Oh no, I'm all alone and I'm really scared. Okay, all right, so
I just blasting holes in your wall.
I'm trying to kill a mouse with paint cans and just paint all over it. They just burst everywhere.
Tool chest is rolling downstairs. You fucking knock out your wall.
That tool chest never falls over. By the way, it would have if it would have just
fallen flat and just rolled.
Yeah,
or slid down.
Which
stairs.
Still would have been would have killed you, right? But damn, it just went goo goo, just like systematically took every step. It would have never worked that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we weren't even sleeping yet, and we were watching TV. But I had turned off the lights in the kitchen. I turned off the lights pretty much everywhere. We're watching. What's the name of that show? Utopia.
Yeah.
You should check that shit out. Utopia is great.
Yeah.
Anyways, sidetrack. No, so it tripped. I'm like, I had forgotten I said it. I'm like, the fuck was that?
It's been 5 minutes. I forgot I even said that thing. Yeah. You sit down and turn off your brain.
I was downloading.
It's been 36 seconds. You're like, what? I forgot I said that thing.
Well, I think it was like 30 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long.
We're just getting silly.
I know. It wasn't that long. But I remember hearing like the noise that hit my Yeti. And I'm like, oh shit.
I'm thirsty.
Fucking mousetrap. I walk in there and this thing, I could see it still like, it was still like flinch. It was still like, I don't know, twitching. I was like, oh man, thing's not dead yet. Maybe it just caught like its nose.
Yeah.
I waited for it to stop moving and then I peered over more and its face was fucked up. Its eyes were like bulging and I'm like, oh man, it caught more than just its fucking snout.
You're like, I need to put this thing out of its misery. And so you take a shotgun and just
blast a hole in the counter.
In your kitchen.
Out the door, out the wall. Yeah.
Babe, I got him.
It's such a cute little thing. It sucks to have to do that.
But,
it was really a big bummer. I'm like, well, that's not cool.
It's either him or me, though.
It's not like we were dying. To the death. The guy was just trying to get some fucking food.
To the victor, I put some other the spoils.
I eat them. I'm getting that back.
And then he kills you in the end.
Yeah. So, anyways, not to say that I wouldn't be able to kill something like that, but it was just so sad to see something so helpless.
Yeah.
Basically just get blasted by a fucking piece of copper or like steel, like whatever that thing's made out of, just blasted right through its face.
Spring-loaded copper just smashing.
Yeah. Man. It's good to be a human though.
Yeah.
To not have to anyways. That's my what's new. What do you got?
Pretty hilarious. Kyle versus the mouse. Oh man. Okay. Well, I did have some guitar related stuff.
Oh wow.
Kinda. Okay, kinda. I did take some quick photos this weekend of the Berto Bass and the Tiki Guitar. So
show it again.
No,
we're not even doing video.
We're not even doing video. But just photos. I'm like, I want to set them up and take some quick guitar shots, and just just fuck around with different lights and settings and stuff like that on my camera. And then I quickly realized that I do not have a single guitar stand. Meaning I have a guitar stand, but it's a 5-rack guitar stand. I don't have a single one guitar stand.
To feature,
a guitar. An instrument.
I don't have
and
a gun rack. I don't have a gun.
I think I gave you all the single guitar stands that I had because I'm like, I don't have a need for these anymore because I have my guitar stands or guitar hangers on the wall, and then I have the 5 guitar stand. I'm like, what the hell do I need more for?
I tell you, those guitar stands are a lot closer to you.
Yeah.
Than they are to me.
I think they're you. I was texting you while I was already in the moment. So I was
kick down that door, dude.
Yeah. I have a key.
My mother-in-law's home. You're just like, bam. You just.
She's like, good, take it all.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Don't
forget.
There's more shit in the backyard too.
Yeah.
She has a remote, opens the garage door just to take all that shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. They stole it.
Dude,
all.
I need a fucking Telecaster, by the way. I need you to send that, by the way, that blue one.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I could probably send that over to you.
When
are you coming back to pick up your shit?
Dude, don't get on to me about this.
Me.
Let's not argue in front of the kids.
I gotta fucking dude. The fans don't want to hear us argue, dude. Can you please not do this in front of
I don't know.
In front of my fucking peers.
You're embarrassing.
It's fucking embarrassing.
All right, keep going.
Anyway, so I was just like, oh fuck, but I'm already in the moment. I got my camera, I got my lights, I got my bong out, and I'm like, all right. And I'm like, all right, I'm taking photos. So I'm like, okay, I was just kind of dealing with different angles and lights and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think talking to Justin from Justin Motander Jones, the Berto Bass guy. Just talking to him, he's like, you'll have fun trying to get this bass color fill or shot because every angle is a little different, so you have to kind of get the light right. Yeah. So have fun with this, man. Have fun with this one, man. And I was texting him. I'm like, you are correct because just the different angles that you have of the light coming in, and so you see different things. I'm like, all right, I'm about to fuck around with this. This will be fun. And yeah, I got a couple of shots of it hanging on the wall, and luckily which was the design choice in my head is to have the flat, dark, really dark gray wall. So basically, it just sucks up all the light as much as possible, so there's no reflective, and it does a really good job of that. So even just for some of the pictures that I posted on our Instagram, it did a good job. So. With that, and then I did also the Tiki Guitar from Dan, Wooden Dan. So that's a good guitar that we're doing for charity. So I was just fucking around, and I was just using the.
Did you just say we? I don't think you worked on this.
I did not do.
I
did not. I'm just doing photos.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah,
I did not do a goddamn thing.
We won the Super Bowl, guys. We won it.
We won. My team.
We won. I don't remember seeing you out there. You collecting a check?
Yeah.
At the end of that? Yeah.
You got a ring for that?
Yeah. But okay, keep going. Go Birds.
Anyways, yeah. Go Birds. So, go Bolts.
I don't know any fucking watch that shit. Anyways, keep going.
The Tiki Guitar, just like a couple quick shots and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of getting settings right, and then the more closed off your lenses, the sharper they'll be, but you also want some bokeh, blah, 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 the lighting and stuff like that. It was fun. So, but with that, it also brought to my attention that I should have at least one guitar stand, right? So I'm in the market for one, and I was looking at 2 of them from Gator Frameworks.
Oh,
So they provided us with actually these microphone stands that we're not actually doing video, but the microphone stands that we're using currently for the podcast. They provided these for us, and they're great. I love these. They're awesome.
They're awesome.
Yeah, super easy to use, and they look good too. So with Gator Frameworks, I've used some of their rack cases, and then I was looking at some of their other offerings, and they have some guitar stands. So ones that I was had my eye on there were desk mount one. So one that I could clamp onto my desk because I need more shit clamped onto my tiny desk here, but just where I could lean the guitar against the desk. So you have on the floor, which is carpeted in my room, but I could just lean the guitar against it and I won't damage it because I have I have a habit of leaning my guitar against things that I shouldn't, which you should probably lean it on and
like yourself.
Lean it on a guitar. Yeah, I guess. Lean on me.
No, I'm saying don't pick it up. Don't let it lean on you. Don't ever pick up a guitar.
Yeah, lean on me.
Lean on me.
So, I mean, you lean it on a guitar stand, right? Yeah. Is what I should do, but I've leaned it against my desk or amps, and then I think it was in the first week of owning my Equits, which is a custom guitar from a custom builder. I leaned it against my desk, and then it slipped and fell, and it dented it right on the name Equits on the headstock.
He probably felt that too.
Which it wasn't even on the part of a guitar. It was like the name where it says Equits. It'd be like the part where it says Gibson or Fender or whatever.
Yeah.
Equits, just ding, boink.
Oh, my poor little heart.
He's probably like, oh damn! Thank God I got paid for that. Anyways, I know Scott Hamilton won't do this dumb shit as he's making the next one. So, but I'm like, that's the scar and story for that guitar. Just at my home base here, I was like, yeah, I'll protect this from the elements. Psych.
Yeah.
So, Gator Frameworks makes this little clamp-on guitar, desk stand, because a lot of people lean their guitars against their desk or something else, like analogous. I will use that. I'm like, I was thinking that's $20. So I'm like, I can use that and clamp it on here for different guitar shots or whatever. I'm like, I kind of like my desk setup so I can have the guitar kind of leaning where the headstock is maybe pointing at the end of the whatever. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. 1, it'd be functional, and 2, it could be good for photos, right?
Yeah.
And then they also have a new one, which I thought was really cool. You did not seem so stoked on it as much as I am. They have an X style one where it's like 2 pieces of wood or whatever, like go into an X pattern, very small, and you can take it apart or whatever, fold it back up, and it holds the the guitar either acoustic. It showed electric or bass, electric bass guitars.
Yeah,
that it can hold and stand up. It has like a backing, like enough to support the guitar and have it not slip because it has rubber. It's made of wood. I think it's pretty cool. And the idea is to have this hold up guitars for shots, but not really be like
in the picture,
showstopper or whatever. What's that guy? You had mentioned it.
Oh, Gower
guitars. I don't remember. Is that the name of the fucking the brand?
I don't think so. It's another. It's like KSG or something. Or
Triton guitars or something.
No,
guitar stands. He makes them at the shop in fucking in California, and you're like, oh, you should get one of these. I'm like, that's way too fucking big, and that's the hero of the story is that guitar.
DRS racks. A Gower Guitars company.
Dick Real Smooth guitar stand.
Why they call you Slick Dick? Well,
Dick Real Smooth. Those are nice looking like stands, right?
Yeah, they're nice.
And I've seen them. Nice. I know Satellite has them. I think some of the FX Loop guys have them. And that's not exactly what I'm going for this. I want that to be out of the way. and the guitar to be the hero of the picture, and this to be either bulked out or just barely there. I'm not going to edit it out, but it'll be a nice looking piece.
Yeah, you should get it. You should get the black one.
That's exactly what I want to do. And then
Boom.
The thing is, it comes apart, so I can just take it and just put it in the closet when I'm not using it, because I'm only going to really use it for photos.
Yeah.
But it's nice. So I was going to get those two. And yeah, so that's kind of, doing these photos, which I was like, shit. I thought it was a funny story. And I mentioned it to Dan and Justin. It's like, well, Justin's like, I have some guitar stands if you want to borrow them. I'm like, no, Kyle has them in his has like, I gave Kyle, the ones that we had, and I should actually buy nicer ones, because the ones, like, I don't want just like, here's a musician's gear or whatever thing, and it's kind of like the little bent pipe, thing. And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. You see the little foam pieces that are disintegrating on the photo. I'm like, I should buy something a little nicer. So,
yeah,
I appreciate the offers of you, and even I think Dan was like, "Oh, I have one if you want." I'm like, "No, I will buy one. I can afford a guitar stand, which is something I should own, but I'll get."
I know, goddamn cherry case. You start freaking out.
Yeah, which was something I need to buy anyways. I'm like, I should if I'm gonna do more guitar photos and stuff like that. So it was just kind of funny that I'm like, oh fuck. So
well, you mentioned Motander guitars,
mm-hmm.
and I'm on the website here.
Yeah.
His website, which is motanderguitars.com, if you want to kind of go roll through some of his models here. But dang, the Ranchita bass I didn't know was I know we had talked about the Ranchita guitar.
Yeah.
That you did like a promo for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But dang, the bass is pretty sick too.
He makes, some pretty cool guitars. I don't think we've stressed that enough. And this is like, it's not even like paying for anything like this. I just keep like discovering more. I'm like, wow, this guy, because he's doing it for, if you ever listen to the podcast Couch Riffs, Justin, he should actually probably be on this podcast too. We gotta he's not that hard to get. He's in my
town. He's a busy guy though.
He's in
cranking
these
things out.
He is. But I'm like, that Couch Riffs one is and even talking to him and Dan, these guys love doing this. They love building guitars. They have ideas. They're going to just start doing them. But yeah, I'll link that again. I think I've done it in the past podcast that we've done. But I guess we're long with what's news, but hey, we've been doing that. So
yeah,
I do have a what's new where I got a pedal in the mail, in the post, as you could say. From
Pony Express.
Yeah. I got a pedal from Will Lehue by the way of Doug Christ. So if you can see it on your camera, Kyle, it's a lot going on here, right?
Damn. Yeah.
This is a phaser, by the way.
Damn.
So, for the listeners, this is a Phase Control Sound Modulator by the brand Electromotive Sound Company. So, Ben is the builder of these pedals. He's one of Will Lehue's boys from Just Surprise Me. If I didn't mention that, just Will Lehue, Just Surprise Me fame. He's one of them, one of the boys from Nashville over there building these. They're a newer company. I think they started 2020. And this guy, the Phase Control Sound Modulator. There's a bunch of numbers on here. I don't know if that's C69J0.
Hell yeah.
Wait, this might be a joke. Hold on. The 69JO GSW. 69JO. That's kind of funny. And GSW10. Anyways, whatever that is. So it's a phase analog phase, right?
Yeah.
It's a full featured deal here. As you can see, there are fucking 5 knobs and fucking 7 switches on this thing, plus foot switches. So on and off, and then you can change the rate of the phase. So you can have 2 different, like you could have do 2 different speeds. It is a lot going on. So there's sweep, stage, vibrato, asymmetrical, low pass, feedback, depth, level, control, and then a range that you can go from a ring, normal, or pad. Goddamn. For the phaser. There's so much going on here. So that being said, this thing sounds pretty cool, and Will sent it to me. He's like, I know you're a Phase 90 guy, and that's your phase of choice, but try this guy out. It's pretty cool. I need more time with it, but you guys should check out Electromotive Sound Company. So it's a lot of phase. It's a lot of pedal in one. And
are we showing off pedals that have like more knobs, the most knobs possible?
I don't know, but this is probably one of them. As opposed to, you got the Sagan delay there. But
it's like 14 knobs.
I say that it has so many knobs and switches, right? Because you think of phase. What do you think of? The Phase 90, right?
Yeah.
It has a one knob, right?
Yeah.
You turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, and then you hit the switch. So
opposite side of the scale.
When I'm thinking of a phaser, it's a little different. So pretty cool. Pretty stoked on digging more into that. But with this pedal, getting it to in my hands there's a little bit of a
snafu.
Yeah, with shipping. So Doug Christ sent it to me, and then sent me the tracking, which was, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll see it when I see it. No big deal. All right, you'll get it when you get it. And then I was listening to their podcast, Just Surprised Me, and then I think they were just talking about gear, and I'm like, oh yeah, Doug sent me Will's pedal. I'm like, let me check the tracking on that, because I remember he checked it on. I'm like, and then it shows, I'm like, oh, it'll be coming on the 4th. I'm like, accepted and shipped out on the 28th of January, should be arriving on the 4th of February. I'm like, okay, that's kind of a while, right? But I'm like, okay, well, I know that there's winter weather going on in other parts of the country, whereas like San Diego's like, oh, man,
Brian, think of everyone else.
Man, it's kind of overcast today. I think I'll put on a hoodie.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And then I saw a couple days passed, and I'm like, oh, the update from the 4th is now showing it's arriving late. I'm like, all right.
That's cool.
It'll update the next day. A couple days later, I'm like, it just had an update. It hadn't updated. And then I'm like, okay, well,
Well, when it just says arriving late, you're like, no shit, it's the 5th. I know it's going to be late. And I love, it's like when you're driving with GPS and it says, in 400 feet, turn right. Okay. Which driveway? Which street? It's just good luck.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Good luck. Like from Star Fox.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Start counting now. We're like, fuck, 400 feet? What's 500 feet? Like, what are we doing here?
You gotta go Flintstone style. Like, that's how many feet you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's a lot of feet.
Burn your shoes up.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw, I'm like, oh, it's been a few days now. I'm like, it's been about a week past or more of the, arriving late date. So I was texting you. I'm like, should I tell Doug of how late this thing is? And you're like, I'm like, I'm gonna wait maybe a couple days. And you're like, yeah, maybe wait a little bit. I'm like, I'm not like a dickhead to be like, where is my stuff? Because it's like, it's just like a friend sending a friend a pedal,
Yeah.
And then it got to be a little bit longer, a couple more days after that I was like, hey, Doug, so it's been about a week and a half since this thing was arriving late. Just wanted to let you know. And Doug's like, oh, fuck. He's like, God damn it.
Just my fucking luck.
Once again, USPS has fucked my ass, as they say.
Yeah.
Those weren't his words.
No, he would have said something like that, though.
Has fucked my ass, as they say. And then like
you disturbed me. I was going down to the bodega, and now my day is ruined.
To the bodega. Anyways, so I was like texting Doug. He's like, oh, okay, fuck. Okay, so I'll like, at least like contact.
I picture, fuck.
Yeah, contact.
Doug, speak. Fuck.
I'm like, contact, the postal service, and then let Will know. Because I'm not like, I'm not yet again. I'm like, where's my stuff? I'm like,
the postal service.
Yeah, USPS.
Like that band.
You suck.
Such great heights. Yeah.
That's all you say is like, you fucking suck.
You suck.
You suck. And then, it randomly showed up just 2 days later. I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. No.
Good thing Doug put the heat on him.
Yeah. And I was kind of I texted both of them when it came. I'm like, okay, cool. It's here. And then it was just it basically had no updates. And then just like, arriving today.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take what I can get, It reminds me of a story. I think I've told it on the podcast.
Oh, God, another one.
When I was shipping something that I sold on Reverb, right?
Yeah.
I sold Microkorg. And I decided to I'm not going to do it through Reverb, and I'm not going to insure it because it's like, I'll save the most money, right?
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
Fucking dumbass. And it just, I shipped it through USPS, and it just, same thing, wasn't showing up. It just shows late. And then the guy was like, hey, where is this thing? I'm like, it shows that it's showing up late. Like, no, but where is it? I'm like, I'm not a fucking shop, dude. I'm like a person. He's like, yeah, but where is it? I'm like, all right, I mean, give it a day or a couple days or something like that and see if it updates. And then within hours, he contacted Reverb and said that I need to figure that I'm delaying the shipping. Like, Reverb can see our messaging that it's like, God damn it. And so the guy, I was like, dude, I mean, I have the tracking and same way as he does, and we both see the same thing. And then Reverb was like, I don't know, you guys, you gotta figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, Reverb, you fucking suck dick. And they do. Fuck them. Oh, we made a pedal movie that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm like, oh, God damn it, these cocksuckers at Reverb are not helping me at all. And because they're like, well, you didn't pay for fucking the insurance, so we'll fuck you too, as they say.
As they say, as Doug says.
Yeah. We'll fuck your ass, as they say. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, God, I don't know what to do. So I went through USPS and just filed a claim like, hey, this thing's missing. And then it showed up to that guy's house in the next day or two. Nice. And I'm going to say, hey, I filed a claim with USPS, so hopefully this gets resolved. If not, I'll just end it up, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to give this guy his money back, and I'm out of fucking Microkorg. And not at the end of the world, but, Reverb's does not have my back.
Man, if you would have just waited a year to sell a thing, I would probably bought it from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that, and now that I think about it, I'm like, I kind of would like to have one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually ever use it. So anyways, so it arrived to the guy, and then I ended up getting the 5 stars. The guy said, Brian, this seller went above and beyond and went through hoops to contact the postal service and figured it all out. 5 stars. I'm like, I did nothing. I sent a message and nobody responded.
Yeah. He delivered it to me.
Same thing with Doug. I'm sure he filled out the shitty form, and then nothing happened, and then it showed up. So I'm sure it was probably at shipping. It's like, oh, what happened? Oh, fuck, that thing never got on a truck. Get it on a truck.
I'm sure they were really disappointed it didn't make it on the 7 trucks that left.
Yeah.
Shit! I'm gonna lose my job.
I'm sure they were probably. It was in a corner. I'm like, oh fuck, get that on a truck.
Yeah.
Should we email the person saying that we did anything? No, don't do anything. Why? Because that could take 5 seconds? No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an overachiever. I'm not going for a management position. So
scratch my ass, maybe.
I got kids, man.
But yeah, so just within that same week, I had a couple other things coming from eBay. So I had some.
Oh Jesus! Tell us, please.
N64 cartridges and stuff like that.
Hell yeah!
So this is what I wanted to ask you. This could be a mini topic here. Are you one of those guys the peeps out there that just refresh and look at your tracking of things to see like when's it coming. I'm excited for this thing that I bought. Or you kind of just like, I buy so much stuff, I don't even give a shit. No sweat off my sack.
No, I'll give it hit a couple refreshes, and then I'll like try and forget about it. But there's this app I use that I just load the tracking into.
I think you told me. I don't know if you ever said it. What's it called?
It's called Route, like ROUTE. Mm-hmm. It's great because it's just it'll show you like on a map where it's at, and you can open your account and you can see where everything is at that is shipping to you. So
really, so to your address,
yeah.
So you don't even have to put tracking numbers in for different packages or services.
No, and even like
this is not an ad, by the way. This sounds like it, but I'm actually interested.
You can manually load them. Like if a company, so like let's say you buy something from Reverb. Reverb is part of their program, so it'll automatically show. It'll submit to your account, or like it recognizes your email, and it'll tell you where it's at. So, but sometimes like something from eBay or whatever, I'll load that on. But even eBay comes up most of the time.
Well, because
like smaller companies don't.
Those are coming via USPS most of the time.
You can load pretty much any tracking in there.
Yeah. I wonder if that would work. I think one time, I don't remember what it was. I know I talked about it on the podcast. It's probably an anime figure that I got from Japan.
Yeah.
And it was like during like the beginning of, the pandemic or during the beginning. I don't know. Could be
the pandemic. You mean?
Well, we're not on YouTube, but that might get us kicked off. But yeah, so what is it? I was bought a figure, I think, and it was coming from Japan, and I was kind of just like, I don't know what it's getting here. Well,
yeah,
things are not really coming and going much. Oh, I probably just lost $40.
Yeah,
and then it showed up one day. I'm like, I wonder if like a tracking like that would like even update.
Sometimes no. So I've had those where it's like sitting in, like you order something, it's like, I didn't realize it was coming from fucking China, and it just sits there for a month, and then it's like, oh, here it is. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
I bought something that I didn't realize was coming from there. I think on eBay one time, and it's like, oh, it's just gonna sit this factory or wherever it was made in some random spot in China,
or it'll just sit on a fucking like container
freighter.
ship. Yeah. Stuck in
I'll check
Suez
that
Canal.
App out. Yeah. Your package is overturned in the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
Or was LA going through that?
Yeah.
Your package has been stripped. that one area they just destroyed all those. They opened up all those shipping containers on the train tracks. Did you see that?
No.
Dude,
I saw
crazy.
one where
the train was literally rolling through, and people were jumping on it with bolt cutters, popping open and just throwing things out onto the train track, onto the rails.
No.
Damn, it was nuts.
I saw one where people were like, they were like, the cranes or whatever grabbing the shipping containers and then just dropped it like a crane game and just smashing all the different containers.
Damn.
All falling. Those things are gigantic and they're all falling over. It's like, oh man, oops, damn. Lunchtime?
Yeah, we'll clean it up later.
It's like, what at that point, it's like the guy's fucking fired, but it's like so much damage is done.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But so I know I'm a person. I will have. I don't have that.
You're
app.
A person.
Well, I'm a person. I'm one who would have multiple windows open on my browser of the different packages coming my way, and I just refresh. Okay, that's coming. That's coming. Okay, that's coming. And then I would just keep going back and forth for shit that doesn't even matter. Even when it's like coming to like Amazon stuff, which I buy some cool shit, right? But sometimes you'll buy just dumb shit where I'm like, oh man. I think I've used this example before where I'm like, oh cool, my toilet brush is coming. Oh boy. Hell yeah, I can't wait for this bad boy just to clean up all my shit. and you get it in. I'm like, oh man, look at this fresh toilet brush. You just shove it in your toilet, just clean up your crap. Wait, this is awesome. Thanks, Amazon.
Thanks, Amazon. No, so like, I think my secret lab chair was, it listed on here too. But I think that was weird because they have two different offices, and so it showed like Tennessee. I'm like, oh, great. It's shipping from Tennessee. It'll be a couple days. And it's like, nope, it's coming from Salt Lake City. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Did it just move over there? I don't think they flew it over there. It's like the order was taken in Tennessee, and then they fulfilled it in, whatever. Doesn't matter. But it's kind of cool because it updates you. You can have it send you text whenever it moves or whenever it's, reach a checkpoint or trade hands or whatever. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
It's whatever.
Whatever you want.
But yeah, I don't know. I know I'm like that with everything, even though I don't want to be. I'm just like, refresh. And I like it when, when things are coming earlier than initially expected. Like,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
Oh boy, I'm like so excited. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like I got my Mario 64 off eBay and Paper Mario for N64 off eBay. Those cartridges, and I'm like, fuck yes. I'm a 33-year-old man. I'm like, yes. I'm loving playing that game. By the way, I'm starting with Mario 64. I'm not gonna complete it, get all 120 stars. That's not the goal. I want to beat the game, and I'm having a blast doing it. Even though I think I posted on not Reddit, on our Instagram. You get some interactions with people who they never interact with any of the guitar stuff. They only I see the thread of messages. I'm like, this person only interacts when I post video game stuff. This guy. And I'm like, I could tell he likes guitar on his Instagram profile, but he's all about the video game.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, dude, there's some fucking classics. And this dude, he's all about it. And he's like, we're just going back and forth. And it's true. It's like, I'm used to Mario Galaxy, which I'm like, Mario's he's he's flying through space, dude. He's on another level. And then when you're playing Mario 64, it's like, he's a little clunky because he's, it was 96. Give the guy a break,
Yeah, he just got 3D'd.
Yeah, so, but 3Ds, damn. Damn, dude. But those were ones that I was like, it shows on the tracking when it's put in. I was like, not showing up until Wednesday. And I'm like, damn. And then you refresh it. I'm like, showing up on Friday.
What?
The one coming up. And I'm like, oh my God. I was at work. I'm like, oh, fuck.
You leave early.
I'm going to head home.
I got to get ready for this.
Yeah, I got to prep myself.
It's in 3 days still.
Sit by the doorstep just waiting.
No, you don't. You just use an excuse to go home. It's not a good one.
Yeah, I just go home and just get drunk. But yeah, I know. Even just I haven't bought much guitar gear recently, but I just think of anything that I buy, I'm just a victim, and I'm that person that I'm just so just small brain that I'm like, I gotta know when my stuff is coming refreshed. I gotta know when I'm doing it, and I'll take my time on my phone to have the windows up in my browser, and I'm like, let's pull up fucking Safari. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm impatient. As much as it is a virtue, I don't have it yet.
I think using that app I was mentioning earlier is better than using the UPS app, actually.
Really?
UPS app is horrible.
Yeah, I got a fucking actual bone to pick. Not really. But
Jesus Christ. Is this still part of your what's new? Usually I go really long.
Here
you are.
Don't think you've picked it up yet. We're not doing any topics. We're gonna go.
I know
it's gonna end.
No, I'm liking it. Actually, keep going.
Yeah. I've only ever had problems with USPS.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's
FedEx sucks too. So
I haven't. You're speaking your truth. and I will let you. I'm not going to silence your voice.
They all suck. Okay.
Okay.
It's like you can like Whataburger and In-N-Out. You can hate both FedEx and UPS.
Yeah.
And USPS.
Yeah. It's true. I guess. Yeah. No, you capped it all off right there. I was going to say
true.
like one's better
you
than
telling
the
I'm
other.
capping right now?
Blah blah. Kyle starts blapping.
I don't blapping.
He starts blapping. But yeah, I guess I've only had real problems with USPS. Like you could say FedEx or USPS suck, but I'm like I've only had problems with them. So, and I will list them, and then we could probably head on out of here. But okay,
yeah.
So with my Korg just being lost for like fucking off in the middle of the country for a week and a half. So that's one, right?
Yeah.
And then just showing up randomly. And then the recent story of Will Lehew's phaser fucking off for a week and a half in the middle of the country. Just, hey, no update.
Yeah.
All right, it's arriving late. Well, no shit, Sherlock. And then also Will Lehew sending me a box of pedals. A box, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And it just being ripped open, a sponge, like just a sponge sucking up all the juices of the world and being ripped open like a Cracker Jack box and showing up on my doorstep. I'm like, what in the goddamn fuck, you guys? And then they shoved in a piece of paper. Hey, if you're missing anything, I guess fill this out.
You're fucked.
Yeah, fill this out maybe? Question mark?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Missing $4 million. It's all gone.
And luckily, Will wrapped the goddamn shit out of these things, and they arrived fine, no water damage.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a one-of-a-kind lollygagger pedal. Because they don't... I'm sure Sean could make it again, but it's like a discontinued Canalia. Yeah, handmade from Sean. And then
I thought it was the original cherry box.
Oh, you're right. It
was like the V1
original cherry box. You're right. That's why
with a metal enclosure.
Yep, I stand corrected. And then also, an irreplaceable pedal, which was my custom shit box made from Limp Electric.
Oh fuck!
Because then
R.I.P.
Yeah, Tucker has passed. It literally cannot be made again by him. And so I was like, oh man, I guess you can't. If that got damaged or lost or whatever, I'm like, I really couldn't replace that.
Yeah.
Not to laugh, but to be honest, I'm like, you couldn't. So it's a sentimental thing. And it would just be USPS, be like, I don't know, here's this thing. Kick it at my doorstep and just break the window. Fuck off.
Well, Sean couldn't make it because he's dead to me.
Why? No, Sean's the man. But yeah, so those were my three strikes. Am I still going to use USPS? Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the cheapest option.
It's cheapest.
But anyways, we were a little different episode. We were just doing some riffing. Jesus Christ, Let's get on out of here.
Let's do it.
Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, not what you watched, because you can't, you can follow along on social media at the Tone Jerks on Instagram, posting cool shit on the reg, posting cool pictures over there. And then we have a Facebook group. Search the Tone Jerks, you'll find it. And then also both of those are linked in the description. And then if you're, like what you hear, you can give us a 5-star rating over there on Apple Music and Spotify. 5 stars, hopefully. Nothing less than 5 stars.
Only.
If you hate us,
but
5
just
stars.
Explain your disdain in the comment below.
Yeah.
But 5, so you get our attention.
5, keep it alive.
We're ignoring all other what a star ratings.
Hey. And then
I know, sorry.
Also, if you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And you get an RSS feed to your favorite podcatcher where you can listen to all the bonus episodes, all the past and present and future episodes over there on patreon.com/thetonejerks, $2 a month.
$2.
And just for, $1 a month in, end up, we want to give you all a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. You keep the lights on, and you do keep the Zoom going, but Zoom doesn't keep it going for us. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
We might move to something else, but irregardless, we want to give you a huge shout out. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it.
Why don't you give it to...
We have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast, which is a Seinfeld watch-along, listen-along podcast that you do with Andrew.
There you go. Yes, it is.
Check it out. We have Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Dougie King, Dougie Christ from 37 Effects, and Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and the Just Surprise Me Podcast. We got Joe from Like My Pedals and the Just Surprise Me Podcast, also Masters of the Cinematic Universe.
There you go.
And we also got Will Lehue from the Just Surprise Me Podcast as well. We have Teletalks, which is RJ Smith from Teletalks, and also he's got his new podcast, which is is it a podcast or is it a...
It's a podcast.
He's putting it on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of doing some cross promo, but it's mainly a podcast.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So it's called Stream Talk Repeat.
Exactly.
And then we got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Howie Feltersnatch, Jason Fuzzmonger, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers Podcast, also from the band Night Tides.
I think it's more from Night Tides than Flippin' Flippers nowadays.
Yeah, let me flip those around here.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Night Tides, check them out.
Yep.
Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chibson of Chibson Guitars, cranking those bad boys out, copying them as best as he can, cranking his hogs out. Who let the hogs out? Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop. Sean Fahey.
I've never done that.
I don't know, because it probably doesn't really make sense. Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds.
Oh yeah, they're fucking rad.
Pretty good, actually.
Close to you, right?
Yeah, he's San Antonio, about an hour and a half south from here.
Chef and play at the fucking Brass Hall.
Fuck yeah. It's a straight shot, man. Straight up the 281.
It'd be like 5 minutes drive for you or less.
Yeah, bro, just come play up here, bro.
Fucking 3 hours for you. Just come up and play here.
Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig. Mike Oxbig. I said it a little wrong. Hugh G-Rection.
Oh yeah.
D's Nuts. Got him.
Got him.
Zach Hale, Eric Merrill from Elm Effects, Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop Podcast, Tim Noack from Bardic Audio Devices, Jonathan Jerezik from 12th Hour Devices, Tyler Rhines from Tyler KC Riffs on Instagram, Matthew Fenslaw, Michael McVeigh.
I'm bobbing my head like there's video, but
yeah,
like Kyle's putting his Home Depot theme.
Yeah. Bum 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 bum. More power, more doing. Matthew Davis and Tony DeGraw. He's got his own podcast, actually, called the Signal Path Podcast.
Yeah, check that out. He's also a semi-regular. He's popping in and out over the Just Surprise Me podcast. All right. Well, thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about the video. We will figure that out next week. Just fuck it. Whatever.
Whatever,
dude. And
no bad days, bro.
Exactly. I'm like, Kyle and I are both we're fuming.
Yeah, so mad.
But we'll get it worked out. All right. We will see you next week. Above all.